Ready when you guys are.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to Lonely Planet.
Thanks. I see a lot of blue books around here.
Yes, there's plenty of books. We have those for sure. Knock, knock. Hey, this is Bryce.
Hey.
Hi.
Thomas.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thomas. This is
And
Whit.
Whit.
Hi.
Hey, Whit.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You guys use Twitter?
We do have Twitter. If we have something that we think is really of interest to people,
Yeah.
we'll definitely Twitter it as my tweet it. Got to get my verbs right. We will post that information and people will respond to it. I don't think it should be this huge strategic thing because then it doesn't seem to be as genuine. It's cheesy as it sounds. We all really believe this. We really want to give travelers information that they can use while they're on the road. It's a long answer for a very short question, which basically I should have just said, we're figuring it out. We don't know.
I'm curious how often you republish your
Yep.
books.
As a general rule, most of our guides are on 2-year cycles. We sell a lot more France. It's a popular destination. Lots of people buy French guidebooks, but maybe not so much for Ethiopia, for example, even though Ethiopia is a great country. Highly recommend you go there. A good example where we actually changed the cycle is something like Argentina, where 5 to 10 years ago, Argentina was really struggling. I would say probably 5 years ago, it really started taking off. And now I would consider it, really at the top in terms of a destination like France. And actually we have an online forum called The Thorn Tree. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but what we found is our travelers are so passionate and so engaged, they'll actually go to our website and they were starting to put things in our online forums that, hey, just if anybody's in Ethiopia, just so you know, this hotel's closed. I went there, it's changed since the guidebook published. We really rely on traveler feedback.
Anyone who's watching this video, how do they, if they want to get involved,
Yep.
who do they contact? Or
It's actually very easy. You can go to lonelyplanet.com and there is a About Us link, and it's very clearly marked how to write for us.
Cool.
And it just walks you right through the process. Once you're approved to be a writer for Lonely Planet, you're in our stable.
So we have the Fiesta. If you can name a place that you would say in this region,
Yep.
anyone who has a car should just drive to.
Sometimes as stereotypical as it sounds, or everyone's like, oh yeah, I've heard that before, I love Sonoma. It's quiet, it's country, it's not so much Napa, but it's closer to water. Just these little towns. You just go to VRBO, you rent a house with a group of friends, you go up there, have this great weekend, you can drive around, you can do all these day trips and spoke out. It's just, it feels like you're in a completely different place, and you just drove an hour outside the city. You're just so refreshed after you come back.
So it seems like there's two things changing in the world, and one is, are people buying less books?
Yep.
And are people traveling less? And what's next for Lonely Planet?
Yep, definitely. The travel category and the way people are traveling is very different right now because of the recession, and people are concerned about money and things like that. What we're seeing is patterns are changing. People maybe last year, and I'd say this year as well, they're not doing those big expensive trips to Europe. But what they are doing, which actually is great for Ford Fiesta, is they're doing a lot of regional and local travel. And what I'm seeing the most is people are doing road trips. Because of that, we actually create a series of books that have those sort of regional itinerary ideas.
Well, Bryce, thank you so much for your
Yeah,
time.
definitely.
It was nice
great meeting
checking
you
out
guys.
your office and learning more about the Lonely Planet.
Sure, thanks.
What keeps let me start over.
That's life. Sometimes you get a bad egg, and you just throw it away.